Thank you so much. Damola is my name. I'm so excited to be here to celebrate with Unleashed. You know, no matter how brilliant you were, or no matter how brilliant you are in secondary school, there must have been at least one subject you did not like. Some people did not like French. Some people did not like Yoruba. Some people did not like mathematics. If you fall into the category of those that did not like mathematics, can I see your hand in the air? So you are here too. You know, if they give you homework, you can take it to your house. Your uncle will solve it for you, you will get 5-5. The only problem is when they will tell you to come and teach everybody what you did on the board. But if they give you classwork, you would yourself here. 5 unfamiliar questions. X into X minus X is equal to X. Find X. And as you are looking at that question, nothing looks familiar. There is always one boy in that same class that knows all the maths. When you are trying to figure out what number 1 is, it's in number 3. Before you know it, it will bring out calculator. It will not bring out ordinary calculator, it will bring out what now? Scientific calculator. In your mind, you are thinking, oh, now one day if I to be alone, who brought me here for God's sake. Before you know it, ladies and gentlemen, it will bring out math set. It will not use normal parts of math set like eraser and pencil. It will start using protractor, divider, things that are not familiar with you. You are still in number 1, is in number 4. You are still trying to figure your problem out. Before you know it, it will bring out graph book. Ha! What type of problem is this one? You are still in number 1.5, is in number 5. Before you know it, it will bring out 4-figure table. Ha! Is studying the 4-figure table seriously, you are still imagining yourself in problem. Ladies and gentlemen, before you know it, if we ask for extra sheet, you are still in number 1. Serious problem. Before you know it, they will say pencil up, submit. By the time you are done, you know, when we were in secondary school, then they will tell you to exchange your book with the person sitting beside you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the outcome before you exchange your book. Let's assume you are sitting beside your crush. You don't have a choice, you will pass the book to the person. When they finish marking, the teacher will say, return the book to the owner. Before you know it, you just say, everybody, stand up. 5/5, sit down. 4/5, sit down. 3/5, come out for 12 strokes of the day. You that you got half, leave the school. You know, one of the biggest problems we have in this country is the problem of power. Electricity is a problem. That is why almost everybody has a generator in their house. That's why I tell you that the type of gen you use in your house will determine a lot of things. If you use a very big gen, you buy things in bulk. Fuel 10,000, engine oil 5,000. If never should take light, it's not a problem. You will use a remote control from inside. The gen will respond outside. But you see all those small gens, we buy things briefly. Fuel 300, engine oil 15 naira. If never should take light, everybody in the house will use at the same time. It's not because there's no fuel. Who wants to pull it? Come in the house, you now say that you was in the back to your long, you now go and call your neighbor. The first thing your neighbor will do is that he will look at the gen, he will look at you, and he will ask a very important question. Ojo will let on laugh. You will say them before yesterday, say don't worry, it will work. He will now reverse. He will now walk towards the gen and start. He will now start asking question. Is there fuel yet? You say yes, fuel. And you are sure this thing is working? Yes, it is working. When last did you heard it? You said it before yesterday. And you are sure this thing is working? Yes, it's working. He will now say, "Eso saying, ejekate confessing." He will now walk towards the gen again. He will now pull it. Everybody will say, "Of my own." You will just take 5 steps. As you are about to open the door, you just say, I always advise that if you want to buy things, be careful of where you buy them from. Be careful of the things you buy in traffic. Somebody bought an iPhone 7 in traffic. 12.5. He even collected 500 naira change. As I speak with you, the guy is not feeling fine. Because that was the first iPhone I saw with 3 SIM and big mouth charging port. In a normal iPhone, if you turn it on, you will see an apple that is eating small out of it. This particular iPhone is eating the entire apple. They replace it with Tofio. As I speak with you, it's not feeling fine. I traveled to one country some months ago, and then I saw a particular perfume that got my attention in that country. When I asked of the price, the naira equivalent was about 300k. I did not buy it. When I got back to Nigeria, I was driving in traffic somewhere on the island. And as I was cruising and moving quietly, I even gave my friend a lift that day. I saw somebody holding a bottle. When I looked at his hand, it was the same bottle, the same perfume that I saw in that country. I called my friend's attention. I said, this particular perfume is about 300k. The guy said, let us ask. I did. Cross Alpha. The guy said, I did. I said, how much? The guy said, nah, 2.5. But because of you, I will give you 1.2. Ladies and gentlemen, I discouraged my friend, but he bought it. The unique thing about this particular perfume is that to the sprayer of the perfume, to the sprayer is smelling nice. But to the sprayee, which that the matter did not concern, there is a thin line between insecticide and air freshener. 5 hours into the use of the perfume, the guy started smelling for ventilated spirit. People were telling him to get wet soon, he did not know why. But you know, we were taught in school that there are 2 broad classes of animals. We're told that we have wild animals and we have domestic animals. We're told that wild animals stay in the bush and domestic animals live among men. Now, domestic animals can be categorized into 2. We have those that are pets and we have those that are for consumption. Those that are pets are bought deliberately or are given as gifts, while those that are for consumption end up in the pot. Examples of pets: we have cats, we have dogs. Examples of those for consumption: we have chicken, we have fish, and so on and so forth. These 2 broad categories of animals have their specific food. We have chicken feed, we have goat food, we have cat food, and so on and so forth. But there is one animal. This animal looks like a domestic animal, but it has every attribute of a wild animal. Dead or alive, it is a terrorist. It can eat anything. That is why it lives anyhow. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about rat. Terrible animals, dead or alive. A rat can decide to eat your certificate. It will first go to your VC signature. If you went to Unilag, it can eat Uni and eat one. If you had a 2-1, it can eat 2 and eat 1. If you had a first class, it can eat first and eat what now? Class. If you wrote one yet, you had 5 A's and 6 F's. It can eat all the A's and give all the F. To now look as if you worked in vain. If you not get too frustrated, you decide to kill your rat with a stick. You will break your TV, break your windscreen, the rat will still escape. But if you decide to kill the rat with a rat gun, 2 things may happen. Is either you match it by yourself, or you start catching things that does not concern it, like war getting company. But if you decide to kill the rat with rat poison, it will die, but it will not die where you can see. It can decide to die inside your suit. It can decide to die inside your shoe. It can decide to die inside your AC. And by the time you turn it on, there's a special relief. The day you now find it, you now say, oh, you don't know it has given back to 12. And the journey continues. Damola is my name.